Hello friends, and welcome to another installment of my weekly League of Legends news recaps. My name is Normstorm and I'll be guiding you through this week of the community's newest contributions to the League of Legends scene. And also this week, as you can see, we've got some new logos on the front here. I've been a volunteer editor at Esports Wikis now for the past little while, but I'm excited to share that I've passed my trial period at Team Dignitas and I'm free to continue writing my articles there. So with all of that out of the way, let's dive right into it. Starting off as per usual with our public beta environment, we've just got some balance changes, including some updates to Jace and Kha'Zix's previous changes. First with Jace, his Q damage was further nerfed with the exception of rank 1, where it's 35 now, with his acceleration gate mana cost going back down to its live value of 50. But now as well, his Hammer Form E has a higher mana cost. For Kha'Zix, they reverted the nerfs to his Q damage and buff to the isolation bonus damage to be the same as on the live servers, but the bonus AD ratio is still lower. As for its evolved Q, its cooldown refund has gone back down to 45%. Vi now has lower attack speed and movement speed. Now a couple of changes aren't on the PBE just yet, but it's been noted that Zyra will see a significant change to her plants, no longer auto-targeting enemies that haven't been hit by any of her spells. Malzahar will also see some changes where his Voidling spawns will have a brief delay, and they will gradually get slower based on their distance from Malzahar, instead of slowing down once 600 units away from him. It is also worth noting that patch 7.3 is scheduled for this Wednesday, and we can expect the patch notes to be released tomorrow, as well as my patch rundown. Now for our more sort of generic community news, it's been announced that Gillette is sponsoring ESL and will be quite present during the upcoming IEM World Championships. xPeke has also helped out by being in their commercial. It's also been made aware to the public through a Froggen interview that LCS teams have decided to not scrim Echo Fox. Apparently behind the scenes, some teams will make agreements to not scrim teams that poach. Despite Echo Fox's previous case where they technically weren't poaching, what's important is that the other teams think that Fox have poached, resulting in them having to scrim challenger teams. There's also been speculation that it's also due to Fox not agreeing with the other teams on franchising a while back. Regardless, other teams aren't scrimming Echo Fox right now, and that's where we're at. And as well, in light of the League client update having their own replays, replay.gg has officially gone offline. While I've used their services before and it's sad to see them go, it's also worth remembering that in some way or another, these third-party programs were a part of the community's way of pushing Riot Games to come up with their own so it's easier for everyone. Similar to how the YouTube Repeat site is in a sense a petition to get YouTube to implement a replay button. Now for some news regarding Twitch streams, LCK players have finalized their transition of going from Azubu to Twitch and have started streaming there. On his first night, Faker broke a new record for most watched stream by an individual, with 245,000 viewers tuning in to watch him play. And I'm admittedly late to the party on this one, but an update has been made to Riot's contract to their employees, where they can monetize their own Twitch streams and get a subscriber button where beforehand they couldn't. And as well, Riot's Scarizard has announced that he will be leaving Riot Games to just further pursue his career path, and he still is interested in designing and writing, etc. And lastly, for all general news, ESL has announced the finalized lineup for the IEM World Championships, and following SKT and Samsung Galaxy pulling out of the tournament, those spots will instead be filled by Kongdu Monster and the new Rox Tigers lineup, tagging along with Cloud9, Edward Gaming, the Flash Wolves, H2K Gaming, Unicorns of Love, and M19. Now for a quick look at our roster changes, starting off with Fnatic Academy. Following jungler Broxaz's stellar performance in the Challenger Series, Fnatic has decided to try him out on the main squad for LCS weeks 4 and 5, temporarily replacing Amazing, while former Nerf coach Dan will be taking his spot for the time being. Rudy has joined Team LDLC as a jungler, moving Nero to the substitute role. For Tricked Esports, jungler SezzeR has joined the list of players leaving the team following the team's failure to qualify for the EU Challenger Series, while jungler Shrimp has joined Japan's Detonation Focus Me. Now for news on the live servers or Riot Games in general, it's been revealed that European LCS and Challenger teams will no longer be allowed to have sister teams, so a maximum of one team in both LCS and CS overall if you're in Europe. This, of course, will have some conflicts with Fnatic Academy and Misfits Academy. This change will be implemented for the summer split. And as well, it's been revealed that the next class update will be for the tank role. One of the key things to note is they look to sort of raise the skill ceiling for tanks, since many tank champions have really flat mastery curves and that players don't improve as much as they continue to play that champion. Now it's time to take a look at this week's free champion rotation, where if you are trash with Jinx, Karthus, Kassadin, Illaoi, Nami, Renekton, Sivir, Soraka, Vi, or Volibear, you can try them out before realizing that you shouldn't buy them. And on sale between now and Friday, February 10th are the skins Lion Dance Kog'Maw, Cottontail Fizz, Pickpocket Twitch, and Royal Guard Fiora, as well as the champions Rek'Sai, Gnar, Kog'Maw, and Blitzcrank. Before wrapping up the show, let's take a look at the birthdays celebrated this past week within the League of Legends community. We're celebrating the birthdays this past week were Alex Each, Karma, Ziggs, Sexy Man Gragas, Pantheon, Zakuya, and Easy. And on page 2, we've also got Peanut, Sasin, King, Piglet, SFM, Crumbs, Selfie, and Radiant. And that will do it for this week of the weekly League of Legends news update. My name is Normstorm, and not only do I thank you for watching this video, but also hope that you found it informative and entertaining. If you would like to know when more League of Legends news updates are uploaded, do not be afraid to subscribe to the channel or follow me on Twitter at NormstormLOL. And if you like the background music at all, you can send your complaints over to the creator Poor Choice over on his SoundCloud or Facebook. So thank you again so much for watching. If you would like to further your support of the show, you're always free to leave a like, comment, or share to your heart's content. Don't forget to check out the Pro Tournament results video for this week, and I'll see you guys in the future with some more League of Legends content.